automatically assume he had to have done something because you hear how everybody would, you get this role in Hollywood, you had to have done.
Katt Williams has come to Shannon Sharpe's defense after Sharpe faced cancellation. Sharpe, renowned for his candid and often provocative commentary, found himself in hot water. Embroiled in controversy, Shannon Sharpe has recently been at the center of a social media firestorm due to a series of remarks and actions. The controversy ignited during a heated exchange on a live broadcast, where Sharpe's views were deemed offensive by many. As a result, numerous calls for his cancellation have flooded social media, highlighting the challenges that come with being a public figure. Interestingly, this unfortunate experience has reinforced the truth of a prediction made by the insightful Katt Williams just months ago. Despite this controversy, it is worth noting that Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay, has been gaining remarkable traction and attracting a significant following. Particularly after Williams' interview, Shannon's recent success has not been universally welcomed in the industry. In a recent interview, Sharpe voiced his frustration about numerous celebrities attempting to cancel his show and discredit him. These efforts have escalated to threats, leading many guests who were once eager to appear on his show to abruptly cancel without explanation. It's crucial to understand the extent of this situation and its impact on his career. Pay that price. There is always a price to be paid for greatness, for success. If you're not willing to pay that price, you don't deserve to achieve greatness, you don't deserve to succeed. The question that Cam must ask himself, and only he can answer, is this: will he step up? It's not about his dad, his mom, or his handlers, it's about Cam. In a surprising move, Williams took to his social media platforms to express his heartfelt support for Shannon Sharpe. Williams, known for his own history of controversial statements, made a bold and unexpected gesture. Fearless comedy is the strong advocate that defends Sharpe's right to express his opinions without any fear of cancellation. Williams emphasizes the crucial value of free speech and the indispensable need for a society that not only tolerates but also embraces diverse viewpoints, even if they might be unpopular or controversial. He argues that canceling Sharpe for his remarks sets a dangerous precedent and suppresses open and honest conversation. Williams has garnered significant support for his stance in favor of Sharpe, both from his own followers and Sharpe's fans. Many commend Williams for his courageous opposition to culture and promoting dialogue over division. Comments on Williams' posts were filled with messages of agreement and solidarity. The industry's toxicity has always been evident, but the current situation with Shannon is reaching new extremes. Rumors suggest that Shannon's life may be in danger due to the growing hostility. In a recent interview, Shannon revealed the unsettling challenges he has encountered since his viral interview with Katt Williams earlier this year during a discussion with Cam Newton. He explained why celebrities feel at ease sharing their stories on his podcast. Shannon mentioned that before each interview, he asks his guests if there are any topics they prefer to avoid, striving to make them feel comfortable and genuinely represent themselves to the audience. "I've never been propositioned, I've never been approached. I work hard to create the best content that I possibly can, catering to what my viewing and listening audience want to see and hear. That's the team. That's the team that I've assembled. That's our job, is to try to create the best content." For those unfamiliar with Shannon Sharpe, he is an accomplished former NFL player who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. After his remarkable football career, he seamlessly transitioned to broadcasting, joining CBS Sports' pregame show, The NFL Today, which included segments like the Sprint Halftime Report and the Subway postgame show. In 2013, Sharpe further expanded his reach by becoming a fitness columnist. As the spokesperson who graced the cover of our X for Men magazine in 2016, Shannon Sharpe has proven himself to be an influential figure. This is further evidenced by his partnership with Skip Bayless on the FS1 sports debate show, Skip and Shannon Undisputed. However, Shannon Sharpe's venture into podcasting was not merely a result of following trends. With his already established presence in the industry, he saw the potential in this medium. Aside from hosting Club Shay, he also co-hosts another podcast, Nightcap, with retired NFL player Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Yet it is Club Shay that truly shines in terms of popularity, particularly after captivating interviews with guests like Katt Williams and Steve. In 2021, the episode with Bubba Wallace was prominently featured on Apple Podcasts, highlighting its significance. Sharpe's journey serves as a testament to his unwavering determination and ability to engage his audience, even amidst the challenges faced by the industry. The pandemic, particularly in 2020, brought about numerous setbacks, Yet Sharpe launched Club Shay, showcasing his newfound passion for podcasting following his retirement from professional sports. His objective was to establish a platform where Black entertainers could openly share their stories without the worry of harsh criticism. Shannon identifies this as a crucial step in fostering a more inclusive and understanding environment for all. Himself as a conversationalist rather than a journalist, despite his extensive media background. However, he was unprepared for the phenomenal success of his podcast in 2024. This success can largely be attributed to Katt Williams. Shannon had been tirelessly trying to get Katt on his podcast for nearly a year, but luck finally favored him when he randomly crossed paths with Katt's new manager. The connection was facilitated, and a mere week later, Katt found himself on Club Shay, revealing industry secrets. Initially, Shannon didn't fully grasp the potential for the episode to go viral, but oh, how wrong he was. This was the most watched episode on YouTube, featuring Steve Harvey and garnering approximately 8 million views. However, following the session with Katt Williams, the producer predicted a significant milestone. Shannon speculated that, at most, the episode might surpass the Steve Harvey episode, reaching around 10 million viewers. He was in for a major surprise. The Katt Williams episode exemplified Shannon's ability to resonate with audiences, despite industry obstacles and controversies. Notably, Katt accused Kevin Hart of being an industry incendiary, questioned Kevin's portrayal of his East Coast upbringing, arguing that it seems improbable for him to have established his career there, and then swiftly gained major recognition in LA. I scrutinized Kevin's rapid ascent in the industry, suggesting he seemed to appear out of nowhere, securing prominent roles that other comedians took years to achieve. I attributed Kevin's success to questionable practices, insinuating he was an industry plant. I also accused Kevin of becoming a gatekeeper, assisting the rise of others. Industry plants like Tiffany Haddish's severe criticism of Kevin Hart was not surprising, considering their long-standing feud. In a previous interview, Katt had voiced his disapproval of Kevin's choice to wear a dress on screen, suggesting that the representation of straight Black men in this manner was orchestrated by powerful figures in the industry, with the intention of undermining Black masculinity. Katt pointed out a troubling pattern every time he spoke out. The industry would retaliate by undermining his credibility and depicting him as unstable. Now it seems that Shannon Sharpe's fateful conversation. Little did they know that their innocuous discussion would ignite a firestorm of controversy. When Katt made an appearance on Sharpe's podcast earlier this year, he offered a cautionary message to Shannon about the direction in which Club Shay was headed. He urged her to be mindful of the potential consequences of transforming the platform into a forum for truth. Telling. However, nobody could have predicted the magnitude of the ensuing backlash. Shannon's views, it seems, are not as isolated as one might think. Another notable figure rumored to be involved in potentially sabotaging Shannon's career is none other than Steve Harvey. Interestingly, Steve had previously made an appearance on Club Shay, engaging in a candid conversation with Shannon. They explored a myriad of topics ranging from lifestyle choices to industry insights. Little did they know that this seemingly harmless exchange would have such far-reaching implications.
No, because think about my ascension, Cam. I lost my job.
When Katt Williams joined Club Shay, his appearance triggered a dramatic increase in viewership, making his interview the most watched episode to date. During their frank discussion, Katt didn't hold back, accusing Steve Harvey of stealing his story about financial matters. Steve has faced adversity, including living out of his car. This accusation about him is not new, as Katt had previously criticized Steve for perpetuating negative stereotypes about African American men. Katt specifically claimed that Steve forced Cedric the Entertainer to wear women's clothing, suggesting a broader Hollywood agenda to undermine Black masculinity. According to Katt, Steve mocked Cedric because he felt threatened by Cedric's talent and wanted to stop him from overshadowing him during a New Year's Eve performance to avoid embarrassment. Jamie Foxx's satellite radio show, Katt openly discussed a situation that reignited a feud, impacting Steve Harvey deeply. Steve vented on his radio show without directly naming Katt or Shannon, but it was clear who he was referring to. The tension didn't stop there, as insiders claim that Steve is actively working behind the scenes to discourage other celebrities from appearing on Club Shay. Alone in this campaign, another powerful figure reportedly harboring resentment against Shannon Sharpe is Miss O. Miss O's issue with Shannon arose from his decision
in June. In October, Complex says the most entertaining
to feature Mo'Eek on his podcast, where Mo'Eek publicly accused Miss O of being a narcissistic manipulator. Mo Awake shared how Miss O and Tyler P. allegedly mistreated her and derailed her career because she refused to meet demands that were not part of her contract. Mo Awake and Miss O have had a long-standing feud during their collaboration on the movie Precious. Monique declined to participate in an unpaid, unscheduled press tour. This reportedly infuriated Ms. Winfrey, who allegedly spread rumors about Monique being difficult to work with. This conflict has left both parties at odds. Although Club Shay generally features feel-good interviews where guests enjoy themselves, Shannon Sharpe has not been free from controversy. In a notable instance, Sharpe seemed to gaslight Amanda Seales by suggesting she might be exaggerating her experiences. Amanda corrected a teacher's historically inaccurate statement as the only Black student in the class. She noted Shannon's judgmental attitude despite his claim that his podcast is non-judgmental. She concluded that Shannon may not be suited for profound discussions and suggested he focus on light-hearted comedic interviews. Some agreed with Shannon. Shannon is absolutely right. I remember being told to only speak when spoken to and to come when called. Correcting adults would often get us into trouble. However, despite the lack of support from most people, Shannon confronted the criticism in a recent interview with Cam Newton. He stated that even if this was the only interview fans had an issue with among all the others on his channel, he could accept that. What is truly astounding is the level of animosity directed at Shannon. It's evident that this hostility began even before the interview with Katt Williams. In May of last year, TMZ Sports reported a break-in at Shannon's Los Angeles home between 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. While Shannon was out having dinner with friends, the burglar stole various items including watches, jewelry, and designer bags worth approximately $1 million. Shannon later offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the thieves, but no credible leads have emerged. Initially, this seemed like an isolated incident unrelated to the podcast. However, since Shannon's interview, rumors have surfaced.